Are you also one of those, or in Korea we have one specific word for people who?
And they'll just run away or they'll just face the other direction. They won't talk to you.
What is known for Korea in your country?
To be honest with you, I don't buy food in restaurants.
Because I saw your post that like how people think in Africa in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean. Wow. Oh.
The first time I came to Taiwan was 2014 when I was doing my master's. And then I went back home for 3 years. Then I came back in 2019.
Why did you choose Taiwan? Because there are a lot of countries.
There are a lot of countries, yes, but I wanted a different environment, a different way of networking. Like Asia, it's one field. Fewer people are coming here from Africa.
Yeah.
Most of them are going to Europe, are going to the US, and then maybe we are also going to the other African countries. But it's one of the fast growing in terms of the economy, in terms of the education. Taiwan is an ally to Eswatini, good relationship. So,
Two countries.
yeah, they want me to come here because of the scholarships and because of the relationship between the two countries.
But then, in the same reason that there are other Asian countries, right? Korea, Japan, China.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's the bilateral relationship, the relationship between Taiwan and my country, which make it easy for us to apply to Taiwan and
okay.
to get scholarship from Taiwan.
So you're from Swaziland, right?
Yeah,
And
which
then
is Eswatini now. Yeah.
how do you explain your country? Because I have no clue.
Yeah.
Your country.
A country that is in Southern Africa. That is, we don't have access to the sea. A unique country in a way because we still governed by a king. Like, so we are a kingdom. Yeah. And two, we are one country that is still preserving culture, the traditions. So our winters are very cold, it's even -1, but it's rarely -1, but it's very cold. Yeah.
Hey, I see in Korea a lot of African come, and then some of them say they are from royal family, kind of
Yeah.
kingdom family.
Yeah.
So are you also one of those, or?
No. I'm not in a way related to the royal family. Yeah.
I heard like there are a lot of people from royal family. Is that true? Or?
There are bound to be a lot of people coming from the royal family, especially because of the king will always have brothers, and then the brothers will always have kids of themselves, of their own, and then they all belong to the royal family. And then the king has more than one wives, because I think we have more than 10 wives, the king. Bound to happen that the royal family will be a bigger family.
It's a kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And do you also have a president? Or king?
No. The king is the one that's above everything. We elect members of parliaments, but then the king is the one that appoints the prime minister.
So it's not like Zimbabwe, like it's
No,
not
it's not like Zimbabwe, because in Zimbabwe they have a president. It's almost like the UK, where they have the queen, and then they have the prime minister. But then the difference is that in UK they elect the prime minister, but for us the prime minister is appointed.
Have you ever been in a relationship with Taiwanese girlfriend?
No. no, I've never been in one.
Or do you have anyone that getting to know
Dating? No. At home, yeah.
in your country?
Yeah, in my country, yeah.
In Korea, we have one specific word for people who Africa, for
Yeah.
the dark skin. It's not a racism, but we have a specific word for that.
Yeah.
Ever heard in Taiwan, like how do Taiwanese call you guys?
Taiwanese are different. They are shy people, so you may never know how they call foreigners.
Do you feel any stereotypes that Taiwanese have on you guys?
Sometimes there is a thin line between the stereotype and the shyness, you know. They will just, like, you want to ask something, maybe a direction or something, and they'll just run away, or they'll just face the other direction. They won't talk to you. A train, maybe, MRT, have a conversation with you. They are excited. But sometimes on those minor or rare cases, you find that when you sit, then someone will just stand up and move away.
Do you have any episodes that you got pretty shocked when you are very new in Taiwan?
Being in Taiwan for the first time is shocking by itself. You don't even need an episode. The weather is shocking because it can rain anytime. It's extremely hot, and the winters are extremely cold. The cultural differences, it's also shocking. You have MRTs and other things which we don't have much in Africa. For the first time in your life, you have to maybe take these ones, unless you've been exposed to the other world. Like, a lot of people know how to communicate with you. Like, you are getting into a shop, it's very difficult for them. It's shocking by itself. So the food here is completely different. For the first few months, most of the time you find that you prefer KFC, McDonald's, stinky tofu and other things. Like, it's shocking. Yeah.
Which food do you mostly like in Taiwan for now?
I prefer to cook. To be honest with you, I don't buy food in restaurants.
Where do you find your spices?
We depend on people that are coming from home, are allowed to enter Taiwan. Yeah.
And how far is that? Oh, 14 hours?
From here to Hong Kong, it's around an hour, right? To South Africa, 13 hours. So if it's 14 hours, South Africa to Eswatini is 45 minutes.
Door to door, like 24 hours?
Almost. Yeah.
So in the Africa continentals, is that like Europe? Like, you guys car or bus to the...
Some of the countries? Yeah. It's almost like that. Like Zimbabwe, I can drive to those areas. Most of the time we use flights because it can take you long to get to those countries. But we can connect.
But then why do you guys speak in English or third language? Like, I mean, because when I go to play soccer, there's a lot of your friends. But then you guys all speak in English?
In English. We use our own language because we have our own language. But then most of us, when we communicate, we use English, and then others, they use French. It depends on who colonized you, right? Most of the countries in Southern Africa, where I am coming from, were colonized by UK. Then West Africa, they were colonized by France. So most of them, they are speaking French. Morocco and Egypt, it's Arabic, I think.
Every country's own language is big difference, just like...
Yeah. We have different languages. I can hear someone who's from South Africa because we speak almost... there's one language that they call Zulu, but then I can understand the other languages because they have different languages, so I can understand.
And have you heard Korea or Taiwan when you're studying in your country, like high school?
Korea is, like, you've hosted the World Cup, right? More people, they know about Korea. Taiwan has been a friend of Eswatini for a long time, doing something for Eswatini. So I knew there is Taiwan.
What is known for Korea in your country?
Plastic surgeries, and then the soccer, of course. They were good with football and
okay.
Yeah.
What do you do in Taiwan? Like, are you...
I'm studying. I'm doing PhD in public health.
Speaking Chinese or English in this class, or what? Whoever, like, you only speak in English?
Yeah, all the professors and the students, we use English.
What do you do for leave? Like,
we concentrate on the scholarship and we do researches and other things. So sometimes you find that you are being hired in the school as a teaching assistant. That's where you get some extra money apart from the scholarship. I work for the Ministry of Health at home, so I'm still getting paid at home, 50% of the salary. That's what I do. And then for leisure, I play football.
Do you plan to go back to your country after studying?
Yeah. I have to go back because, like I said, I'm working for government. So, but then I am pushing to go back the next July. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, Fred.
Because I saw your post that like how people think in Africa in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Africa is very beautiful, man. It's well developed, you know. Have you seen main station?
oh yeah. Oh really?